place as any.
I pray it will come soon.
You!
Won't someone do aught about this?
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Here's hoping there'll be no trouble today.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
I must ask you to leave this place at once.
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to... Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Disa is my mother. Pray, for 'twas never my intent to deceive you. I simply feared that if I spoke the truth, none would wish to... But that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are alive... My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the Sovereign currently residing in... Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers. Have you seen him?
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to...
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more... This room turned up little of interest. But I've a mind to look into this further. I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. You...
Sven, where have you been, Your Grace?
Forgive me. I couldn't sleep. I thought a
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Ah, our errand is nearly done, and not a moment too soon.
We ought to make the delivery now, lest it should end up lost or misplaced.
I suppose 'tis so. You here, if you please. So we've finally arrived. I thought we'd never make it.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are... How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Deeza's scheme... To think, Deeza's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Deeza is the doting mother before the Regent King. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Deeza's focus, we may be able to... You have done well, Your Majesty. Though I am limited in the...
Queen Regent Deeza appears to be working in concert with this Phasers fellow. But what precisely is their aim?
Mayhap I ought to ask. The false sovereign has been an enigma for far too long. What say we make... the vermin's eastern edge and investigate him. I've a rough idea of where our destination lies. Shall I show you there, Master?
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Right, just follow me.
My thanks.
you are? I'll...
Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
No one can defend themselves with weapons like this.
Oh, very well. Back to your side I go.
Use these flames to smite our enemies. I shall heal you. Wait a moment.
We almost had it, so we try again.
You would have us press on without delay. By your will.
Well done.
Might I interest you in my humble wares?
Hope to see you again.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
Is this a challenge arisen to see who can keep pace?
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
I am not accustomed to fighting. Our foe stumbles. Just one more push ought to bring it. Down.
Focused attack.
Think not to go it alone. I'm here to aid him. you'll never reach our destination if you continue in that direction, Master. But I suppose I can guide us there later.
There will be other opportunities to lead. For now, let us follow.
Look there. Methinks I spy aught of use.
We ought to take a closer look. Here we go again.
If battle be not the point, it is fight or die.
Ah, now here's a surprise.
A splendid discovery. Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this. During my travels beyond the Rift, I learned of a cave near here that you have yet to explore. Shall I take us there?
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
This should be of use.
Prepare yourself.
Master, if ever your pack grows cumbersome, know that I would be glad to purchase any of your unwanted items. I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side.
Follow me, if you would. We're here, Master.
A cave. Shall we proceed into the depths?
Narrow passages may await us. Be on your guard.
I am well aware of the particulars.
I've been eating all my problems to recover from that.
Nicely done.
Perhaps you might join the fight yourself?
I concur.
There's a novel. I've never seen my own heart.
Now that is a surprise. I grant your weapon a magical boon. You should be.
I'll go and open the chest. dire import, we unmask the false sovereign. To that end, we must travel to Vermin's eastern edge. I can guide you to the place, Arisen, or thereabouts.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
I'd sooner not battle those with whom we have no quarrel. Yet if they mean us harm, we can but defend ourselves.
Indeed, you are correct. Keep your ears pricked. Our foes might betray themselves with the...
Ah, good. I just about breathed my fill of stagnant air.
Such dark depths take their toll on the spirit.
You have my support. In another world, I learned that a forgotten riftstone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master? I'd fain lead the way, if you would be so kind as to follow me.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Stay away from me.
Piss off, I'm sick of looking at you.
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Bleeding rogue!
Lay down your arms. Before you hurt yourself.
I'll make them pay for that in gold as well as blood.
You truly are formidable, Arisen. We have arrived. Would you mind coming over here?
Should your pack grow over full, have no fear. I'll lighten your load by spreading it out among us pawns.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fall in battle so long as I'm around. Methinks we've earned a brief repose.
I've a knack for combining materials. That I...
A troubling rumor has reached my ears, and methinks I ought to share it. has said there is an illness spores can contract beyond the rift that inflicts unspeakable harm on those around them. As it progresses, the pawn gradually loses all self-control, and in time will even cease to heed the Arisen's commands.
Indeed. Well, we shall have to remain watchful, lest one of our company should start showing signs of this sickness.
Goblins approach!
We have no means of exposing our enemy's weakness. Let's find back in front, elemental boom! Efficiency at its best.
Once more! You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
One Wakestone shard is a mere rock, but combined, they can work miracles.
We ought to keep it with care, lest we lose it.
As you wish. I shall return directly.
Put up a fight. Let you live.
This should help. Not fault it out.
Nice of you to say so. ignoring the enemy today.
Let us defer to the Arisen's judgment.
Right you are.
What say we get some rest? I'm not sure I could face a trek with my belly so full.
Good sleep is the key to a good adventure.
Over here, if you please.
Come to think of it, different masters favor different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Words worth hearing.
Isn't much of an adventure if all we do is make camp.
Let us return once we've grown tired from our labors.
Saurians!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Appreciate it. A token of my appreciation.
Frey, follow me. Are you coming, Master? Our path is here.
I grant your weapon a magical boon.
I see our goal has changed. I would not presume to direct our course, but do let me know if you require a guide.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
We may not die in battle. It's a far cry from being
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
no one will do it in my stead, then I suppose I have little choice but to obey. Not be unwelcome for an ally to appear at once.
We must focus on finding victory, whatever our fight.
Focus your strength, Arisen!
like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find.
It is rather narrow here. Be on your guard.
Let us proceed with due caution.
Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
There will be other opportunities to lead. For now, let us follow.
You there! Are you looking to enter the village? You'd best go elsewhere, friend. What's wrong about this place? There's no business to be had here, that's for sure.
That man just now seemed rather on edge. What could he have seen?
You'd best go elsewhere. There's no business to be had here.
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Eyes follow us wherever we go here. It is enough to make one jumpy.
'Tis eerie, but we must needs press on.
Is that who I think it is? Aye, I reckon so. Rather more common looking than I'd expected. But I suppose that's neither here nor there. It's a question of skill at the end of the day. So you say, but you wagered against our visitor, did you not? And I'd do it again. Just look at that fool's face.
Well met, sir.
How might I be of service? Fancy a look at my wares?
safer the roads, the heavier my pockets. Do come again.
Must be the visitor I've heard so much about. Have you some business here in the village? You would know of our village? As you can see, 'tis a simple place, tucked away on the eastern edge of... Is there aught else I can help you with, sir? Arthur. 'Tis a name unfamiliar to me, I'm afraid. At least, no one by that name lives here, sir. As you like, sir.
This is the inn, of course. Nothing's free in this world.
You shan't hear me complain about...
"'Twas a chimera I was tasked with battling. A ferocious and terrible beast.
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well. appropriate choice, Arisen. I'll gladly take the lead.
Greetings. I must say I'm impressed by your intuition, sir. I trust you are enjoying your sojourn. If you have any questions, ask away. I should be glad to aid you. If aught about our humble village seems strange to you, for 'tis here that thieves are instructed in the skills they require to begin with. Those who wander into the village are evaluated. Of course, you are no exception. That you stand here now is proof you were deemed a worthy candidate, which is to say, you have my approval as the Thiefmeister. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? You're curious what I know of you? Quite naturally, I'm not the only one. Our village has its own network of spies and informants. You're the second Arisen to come to Vermont. And you've allied yourself with Captain Brandt against... In response, she's... Oops. I mustn't say another word. Don't misunderstand. I'm no ally of the Queen Regent. I merely strive to maintain neutrality. Those who deal in information must ne'er align themselves with a particular power. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? Arthur, you say? I've lived in this village many a year, but I can't say I've heard of someone by that name. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? Aye. Take care, then. You, sir, are worthy of inheriting my ultimate technique. Once mastered, 'twill allow you to fell all foes, both...
comrade, sir.
Oh, you've a sharp eye. Suppose you wonder how I know? For starters, 'tis naught mysterious about it. We've our sources, and that's... But don't worry yourself. Can't offer you any help, though. Village code and still, I suppose I could give you a bit of advice. I've a hefty wager riding on you, cuz. Don't let me down, eh?
All that obscure advice only to depart with nary a word of explanation. Shall we try doing what she did to us, then?
Don't bring trouble to my door.
Can't say I've any tidings to
Not a foe in sight.
If we seek monsters, we shall doubtless find them ere long.
Is there aught else you'd care to ask? Aye. Take care, then.
I dare say we could sell this for a fair amount of gold.
Whether or not we make the sale is for the Arisen to decide.
Got something for me?
I'm not interested.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive. Where ought we to go now?
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. I know of nothing that demands your immediate...